Good morning, friends. Guess what? It's a gorgeous day out. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky. Sure, it's cold, but I can live with that because I don't plan on leaving the house today. I started this morning off with a tasty treat, Alani Nu Cherry Slush, my absolute favorite energy drink. Let me pop it back in my little can cooler thing so it stays chill all day. Guess what? Today's video is going to include a review, and that's been happening a lot lately during the sip and chat or snack and chat, a food review or a drink review, but I was finally able to get my hands on this, the Coca-Cola Spiced Zero Sugar. I know literally nothing about it other than the fact that it says raspberry spiced on the side. So more on this during the chat later, which will include some updates on me, things going on here. Not bad, it's just I finally stepped on the scale and yeah. There will be no breakfast this morning. I'm going to be dirty fasting till about lunch, and then I'll have lunch, dinner, desserts, snacks, drinks throughout the day. Of course, all keto, low carb, and diabetic friendly. I am not dirty fasting for weight loss, although fasting and keto for weight loss, they're magical. These days, the reason that I fast is for blood sugar control. As a type 1 diabetic, it feels like as soon as I start eating, that blood sugar roller coaster starts, and it's exhausting mentally and physically. I've discussed it with my endocrinologist. He told me to do whatever works best for me, and you know what I always say. You do you, boo. Okay, I'm gonna go because I need to get this day started. So I got laundry up to my eyeballs. I need to run the vacuum cleaner and rearrange a few things. My house is a disaster. It's just life, I guess. But don't go anywhere. I shall return really soon when anything major happens. An epiphany. I eat or drink anything. Stick around. I love these Hillshire Snacking Bistro Bite Trays. They're like adult Lunchables. I recently found these at a grocery store near me and they were only 50 cents each. This one has Gouda, salami, and salted almonds. The entire package is 330 calories, 26 grams of fat, 18 protein, 4 total carbs, and 2 net carbs. These are perfect for a snack, but if I'm going to have it for lunch, I need to bulk it up. I'm also going to have some Hormel turkey pepperonis. 17 slices is 4 fat, 5 protein, and 0 carbs. I'm obsessed with these pickles. I eat 2 or 3 every single day. They're the Clausen kosher dill chips, and you're going to find them in the refrigerated section. 2 slices is a serving, and that's going to be less than 1 carb. And they are massive slices. If you like a nice, crisp, crunchy pickle, you need to pick some of these up. To drink, all I did was fill up my Tervis with ice water. This meal was 5 total carbs, but only 3 net carbs. I've been looking forward to today's sippin' snackin' chat for a couple of days now, ever since I ran across this at Walmart. Before I give you all the details and do a review, let's talk about everything else that is in today's snackin' chat. I did fill up my Tervis. This is just crushed ice and water. I actually still have some of my Alani Nu from this morning. Let me show you my snack. But first, a question. Have you been bombarded with Girl Scout cookies like I have? They're literally camped out everywhere. Not that there's anything wrong with it. You sell those cookies. The problem is those Thin Mints. Those are my weakness. Oh, man. I do want to make it perfectly clear. I see nothing wrong with the occasional indulgence, like 1 or 2 Thin Mints. But for me, as a diabetic, I just don't want to have to deal with the blood sugar spike that's going to come along with them. The funny thing is, I know how my brain works, and I have a tendency to hyperfixate on things. I knew I wasn't going to be able to let it go until I satisfied that chocolate and mint craving. My solution? Chalk 0 peppermint squares. This package has 15 individually wrapped pieces. They're available in dark chocolate or milk chocolate. They're keto and vegan. Each square is 6 total carbs, but less than 1 net carb. If you love Thin Mints, Junior Mints, Andes Mints, as much as I do, you definitely want to check these out. Believe it or not, this will do the trick, and I can move past that Girl Scout cookie Thin Mint fixation. I feel like it's important to mention this. For those of you that have not went over to Chalk Zero and checked out what all they have and their pricing, you need to. I realize that a lot of companies will slap keto on a label and then jack the prices up. That is not the case over here. They're extremely affordable. This bag is less than a box of Girl Scout Thin Mints. They did give me a discount code so I could share it with you guys, and that way, when you order, you'll be able to use it and take a percentage off. For those of you that feel like getting the most bang for your buck, go over to the deals section. Combine them with my discount code. It's like free chocolate, honestly. I don't know how they do it. No, Chalk Zero does not sponsor my videos. We just adore them. And when I love something, I like to share it with you guys because we're friends. Now, I'm going to put the discount code and link in the description box in case you want to go over there and poke around. Are you guys ready for this spiced Coke review? If you've already tried it, let us know in the comments. What are your thoughts? I can't remember the last time I got this many requests to do a drink review. Coca-Cola Spiced was released about a week ago, and this is going to be part of the permanent line. They've not released a permanent flavor in about 4 years, so this is a big deal. Let's go over the nutritional facts. Everything's zero. Zero carbs, zero sugar, zero calories, zero fat, zero protein. It is going to have some sodium, 95 milligrams. Caffeine is added in. That's going to be 57 milligrams. And sweeteners used are going to be aspartame and sucralose. My Walmart had this in the little cooler section right up front for $2.28. Right here on the side, it says raspberry spiced and other natural flavors. I'm okay with the raspberry. It's the spiced part that I'm apprehensive about. Let's crack it open and give it the sniff test. Oh, wow. You can smell raspberry. Oh. And I have barely cracked the seal. Oh. Wait, what? Up first, very strong raspberry scent. It's a sweet smell. It smells like medicine, straight up, yeah. Bottoms up. It smells more raspberry than it tastes. With that being said, it's full of carbonation, so when it comes back up in the form of a burp, it's nothing but raspberry. Let me give it one more shot. Not only does it smell like medicine, I also think it tastes like medicine. There's just something not right. I can't, surely I cannot be this picky. When was the last time I truly loved a drink that I tried? It's been a while. This didn't do it for me. From a 1 to 10, 10 being great, 1 being horrible, 4. I do not plan on buying this again. But that's just me. And this is the reason I always have a water. Time for the update portion of the chat. Let me start out with the whole car ordeal. I totaled mine back in November, and a lot of you have been asking, have you replaced it yet? The answer is no. And at this point, I don't know if I ever will. I am too indecisive, don't want to spend $30,000 on a vehicle, and so I am just stalling as long as possible. I've had a couple of little minor things going on lately, like not sleeping well, which I chalked up to Chris recently going back to work, and he's up in New York, and I'm just trying to readjust to sleeping alone. I've also noticed that my hair has started coming out yet again. My eyes have circles under them and they're starting to sink back into my head. I recognized that these symptoms sounded familiar. For me, it's going to be one of two things. Either my iron is really low again and it's time for some transfusions, or I've started losing weight. So this morning, I got on the scale. I've not weighed since back in December when I went to the doctor, and at that time I was around 173-ish. Good number for me because remember, 5'11". Personally, I like to stay in the 170s or 180s because my face is fuller and I'm just more comfortable in my own skin. But this morning the scale read 165. I know that doesn't seem like a huge difference, but it really is. And it starts manifesting here first. So now I start wondering, what's going on? Is my weight going down because my blood sugar level has been off lately due to the fact that I've started an insulin pump? Is there something else going on? Do I need to eat more? But if I eat more, then my blood sugar goes up and then I need more insulin and then I feel bad when I take insulin, and it's just a lot of work up here. If someone would have told me 20 or 30 years ago that I would be sitting here in the situation I'm in now, plus complaining and saying that I wanted to gain 10 pounds, I would have probably laughed in their face and called them crazy. That reminds me, I recently saw a comment pop up. Someone had said, hey, it's no fair. You take insulin and it makes you skinny. I just want to clarify. I take insulin to survive. Without it, I would die. I see nothing wrong with people taking the new weight loss injections that are out there. Do what works best for you. With that being said, that is not what I'm on. The insulin I'm on is Lumjev. One of the main side effects, weight gain. The majority of diabetics, type 1 or 2, are overweight or obese. I'm not taking weight loss medication. Anyways, that's your daily reminder to be kind before you post a snarky comment or say something mean, hateful, or that you just don't have knowledge on. Think about it first. Last thing I want to mention, did you see episode 7 of the new series that I came out with, the VlogCast? Yeah, if you missed episode 7, you need to go watch it. Mind blowing, life changing, absolutely amazing stuff is going on in the world of keto, the ketogenic diet, our health, what some medical professionals, yes, doctors with PhDs and everything, are starting to say about it. Go watch that video. I'm going to link it up here for you and down in the cards. I feel like we need to get that information out to the world because it could truly change lives. Okay, I'm done. This chat was probably very long. Mittens is on the porch and she's like, hey mom, I'm hungry. Put some food in my belly. So I'm gonna go feed her, but I'll see you in just a second. I was cleaning out our chest freezer when I stumbled upon some cheese fries that I'd picked up at Aldi. I've not had any of these in ages. All I do is open the bag and dump them in the air fryer. I season them with sea salt and garlic powder. I flip them halfway through the cooking process. That way they get nice and crispy and brown on both sides. When they're done, I throw them on a plate. I add more cheese. Yes, I know. It's the Fiesta blend. I spooned on some chili sauce, and for additional flavor, some Wahlburgers wall sauce. Chili cheese fries for dinner. There was a point where I ate these every single day. I just forgot all about them. To drink, I still have my ice water, and I'm also going to have some Sprite Zero Sugar. For the past several days, I've been doing dessert with dinner. Tonight, I'm having 2 peanut butter cup fat bombs. This is such an easy recipe. Each peanut butter cup is less than 1 net carb, and I have a video that walks you through the entire process. I'll link it in the description box for you, but I'm also going to put the recipe on the screen in case you want to screenshot it. Mira has already called it a night, and she is sound asleep. I know how she feels because I'm exhausted too. I'm going to go lay down on the couch, watch some TV, and rest. Everything mentioned in today's video will be down in the description box along with a ton of discount codes. That way, if you order any of your keto low-carb products online, you'll be able to save some money. In case nobody's told you today, I want you to know you're doing great. You've got this. I love you, and I'll see you next time.